Hi, this is Nick on the 8th of September with the fifth episode of the ideas around sharing what you know. This is ahead of a course I've got coming up in October. But general advice, I think one of the hardest things I've found is it's kind of paradoxical in a way, because obviously generally the older we get, the more we get to accumulate in terms of wisdom and expertise and knowledge. It's kind of inevitable. So I've found that, having been on a kind of growth path for 3 decades now, and just, stuff of life, I get to learn a lot. We all do. But the paradox is, I think one of the greatest skills of getting to share what you know is, with this vast amount of knowledge that you have, is being able to get it down to the essence. It's to be able to really distill it and go, all this stuff is valuable, but here's the bits that are really crucial. Here's the really valuable bits. So it's almost like we need to learn to prioritize, to say, well, what's really essential, what's nice to know, and what's kind of luxurious, but it's not really necessary. That's one of the abilities that we can usefully learn. And that's what I often help people with when I'm coaching them to, if they've accumulated a body of knowledge, to then get down to the heart of it and distill it. I've been going through this process myself now, actually, for a year or two, because you may or may not know I've written 14 books and accumulated a massive amount of kind of insight into stuff. And I've got a new project that I've been incubating, and I know this new project is going to be a signature talk, it's going to be a book, it's going to be a training program, it's going to become all of those things. But for me, the hardest part is to get to the essence of it, to put it onto one A4 page, if you like, and go, that's it, that's the essence of it. Now I can build it out again. And for me, that's often quite a laborious process and a time-consuming process to sift it through and figure out what is at the heart of it. If I distill this to even just an A4 page, like, some people talk about an executive summary. I think the ability to create something like an executive summary of a project is an incredible, wonderful ability, because once you've got to the heart of it, you could see how that could potentially become, a massive business. But it grows because you got to the heart of it in the first place. So as I say, I've been through this process for the last year or two about this new process, and it's just coming clear now in the last week or two. It's just really coming together, and it's like, oh, thank goodness, I'm getting to the heart of this. And for me, a few ways that I do that personally is, like, if I'm writing a book, for example, one of the ways I aim to get to the heart of it is by writing what I call the cover blurb, which is maybe the 200 words that go on the back cover of the book. Obviously a title and a subtitle, and then the 200 words. If I'm developing a signature talk, it's to kind of come up with the title and the subtitle and half a dozen things that people are really going to get out of listening to that talk or a training program. So these are skills that I've spent years developing, if you like. And I still don't find them easy to implement, but I know they're the things that I've got to do, because if I try to expand something without having got to the heart of it in the first place, it's likely to go off at kind of either tangents or just waffle a bit, to be honest. So for me, the heart of it is not to waffle, but is to get to the golden nuggets at the heart of your project, and then expand them, potentially in an unlimited way, But you can, once you've got to the heart of them, you can keep expanding them. I'm beginning to repeat myself. Yes, I'll stop. So I hope that's helpful to you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. God bless. Have a good day. Bye-bye.